Welcome to the 2006 IFMAR 200mm Nitro Touring World Championship. We are down under. The venue, the England Park Raceway at Brendale, an outer suburb of Brisbane, Australia. It's September and the weather should be warm and dry, but it's not. After practice on Monday, we officially started with the opening ceremonies. First through the gate is Brazil, host country of the 2004 Worlds.
It's cold.
Roddy's cold. Each country poses for some photos. The Italians fool around a bit. The Japanese make sure their pose is just right. Reigning world champion Adrian Batin is amused by the spelling. They still love us. Korea thought it was in alphabetical order. Who let those Kiwis in? Now there's a proud family. Korea gets his turn. Team USA. And Tosalini gets in the mood. He's always up for a fun time. And the host country, us Aussies.
England Park Raceway is a world-class facility. It's by far the best in Australia and most probably one of the top 10 on-road RC facilities in the world. Good luck with the remainder of this international meet, and it now gives me the greatest of pleasure to declare the 2006 International Federation of Model Auto Racing On-Road World Championship officially open. God bless you all. Thank you.
Who's going to win on Sunday?
Simon Camilleri.
Who's going to win on Sunday?
Not me.
Who's going to win on Sunday?
Calvin!
Who's going to win on Sunday?
Chris Reed.
Who's going to win on Sunday?
Chris Reed.
Paolo, who's going to win on Sunday? Who's going to win on Sunday, Swagger?
You tell me.
Who's going to win on Sunday?
Me, of course.
You, of course? Who's going to win on Sunday?
South Africa.
Really?
Yes.
Who's going to win on Sunday?
You.
No. Who's going to win on Sunday?
The final's on Saturday.
Who's going to win on Saturday?
Stumped him. Concourse was judged, and local Dallas Gardiner wins with a stunning paint job. There was plenty of gorgeous cars. Tuesday, and it's qualifying. The weather is nice, and everybody wants a quick time posted early. Young Kyle Branson has travelled from England with his dad to compete at his first Worlds. There is a large group of young locals here, all trying to be the fastest Aussie. They know the tricky undulating track much better than the international drivers and are hoping this works to their advantage. Surakan's here, and Cyril's chasing. Khan's not too happy. Mura brings his car in. It has a stripped first gear. Racing against the clock. That's qualifying. It's getting late, but racing will continue under lights. This has happened due to rain delays during the day. Chris Tosalini waits to drive, catching some late sunshine. All the big names are here. But the local officials don't recognise Yili's Grosscamp. It's getting cool, and a driver warms his hands. Good pit areas, bright lighting, nice track, good fun. Serpent's Michael Salvin sets his transmitter. Lots of Europeans use sticks. Out he goes in a red and yellow paint scheme. That's Shimu. No Europeans or Americans came to the warm-up race 6 months earlier, so they are still trying to learn the best way around the lap. Fabio Dominin clowns in the warm-up area. That's Rick V's car. Mura is pitting for Tanaka in this heat.
3 minutes to start the next race.
Mike Swarger goes to ready his Mugen. Out under lights, local Simon Nicholson moves past. Candleheart left, Branson right. Khan's dragging the chassis, sparks down the front straight.
What day is it?
Wednesday.
Thank you.
The end of the back straight had a catchy apex. Important to be getting quick off the straight and getting quick onto it for that matter. Harlow Morganti from California. His Serpent gets rolled on this tricky infield corner. Kaisuke Fukuda, Japan's top Mugen pilot.
That's like not Hello, my friend. How are you?
Fine, and you?
It's good to have you in our country finally at last. But how are you going with these changing conditions on our track with this weather?
Yeah, it's very, very tough. Every time we go on the track is a different track, so we need to anticipate the setup, and it's very, very difficult.
The sort of place we choose to make sure we get the right world champion at the top.
I think you're gonna get it on this track because you need to be fast in every condition, and the setup and the driving and so on is very, very difficult track. Watching, it doesn't look, but it's very, very difficult on the setup matters.
Okay, we've got 2 more qualifiers to go. You've put in a 34 lap, the race before last, I think it was this morning, but the grip obviously went off later on in that second one, did it?
It already changed. It's getting warmer, and the car was like also sticky. I've changed also my setup, so it's difficult to find. But I think anyway the track was a little slower.
So you're trying different setups at the moment, so you know what to use when the weather settles on Saturday.
Yes, I try to find the good balance. Until now, I'm not satisfied about my car, and feeling the speed is not bad, but the feeling is still not good. So I'm still looking for finding better solution for maybe TQ and for the final.
Well, in all the times I've seen you race, you've never lacked the horsepower. It's just trying to get the car settled to accept that amount of horsepower, isn't it?
Yeah. Horsepower is not a problem, fortunately. I just need to concentrate on my car and try to get the best.
Good luck back to the pits. Thank you, Adrian.
See you later.
Qualifying order at this stage is Tosalini, Shimu, Bertin, Kitazawa, Schwager, and Australian Simon Camilleri in 6th. Fourth qualifying round, and the pressure of needing a fast time is obvious on the track. Australian Simon Nicholson moves Candleheart aside. Another Aussie, Peter Jovanovic, does the same. Now Carl Branson's making a move. Ouch! Dad refuels and sends the car back out.
Chris Tosalini, second last one, and you did how many laps?
35.
Wow.
Yeah, my Kyosho Serio was running great. It was really good.
You're serious about this, aren't you?
I try to be.
You're feeling on the money this week.
Yeah, that last one was finally, the car was exactly how I like it, and can't get too much more out of it. Maybe a little bit more, but the car was really comfortable, and I'm really happy the changes we made went in the right direction, and I can't be any happier.
Another 3 hours, we'll actually know the qualifying, and we'll see. Hopefully you're up there again.
I hope so.
See you, buddy.
Thanks, Ray.
In Brazil at the 2004 Worlds, the only privateer to make the A final was Indonesian nice guy Teodorio S. Teddy, or Teddy to his mates. Herman Vrilchnik, as always, is pitting for his son Rick. This was a controlled fuel event, and it was given out as you entered the warm-up area. The controlled fuel seemed to have brought the lap times together a bit. Nervous tension, or just personal style? Grab it, Henry. That will get a penalty. Morganti, Fukuda, and Salvin all in this one as Tironi leads them out. Fukuda's very easy to spot colour scheme. He's very smooth in that Mugen. Version 1 of the stop and go penalty. The stop and die. This is the last round of qualifying. Balestri, Kitazawa, Tanaka, Shimu, Tosalini, Green, and Baton.
3 minutes to the start of the next race.
They head out for the 3-minute warm-up with Tosalini moving out last. Adrian Baton, the reigning world champion. Shimu, who came second in 2004. Dario Balestri, the 2006 Euros winner. And the winner of multiple US titles this year, Chris Tosalini. He has been dominating all week. He drives so smooth, and the car nearly looks slow. And his pit stop goes well. Baton is back out and pushing hard. Tosalini carefully moves past Cyril and on. Green is smiling. Shimu looks doubtful. Baton pulled third, and Chris knows he's done the job. Top qualifier.
Chris Tosalini, should we have ever doubted you, my son?
What's up, Ray? What you think, huh? Pretty impressive?
It was pretty impressive, my son. The car felt good from the word go, did it?
It was good, it was good. Yeah. Everything was just as I planned. Everything was wonderful.
We shouldn't have doubted you.
Once again, Andrea from Syria took care of me, and the Triple R is working great.
It looked lovely down the back straight. It certainly was moving.
It was awesome.
See you in a couple of days.
All right, Ray.
Tosalini is called to the scrutineers area. We'll let him tell you about it.
I gotta grind. It's just the axle.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not the width, it's the axle. So I'll grind it off more. I said, hey, it's been like this for 3 days. You let me know, I'll grind it off more, but you can't penalize me now because it's passed every time, and I haven't changed a thing. So if you let me know before, I told him now. For the final, will I have trouble? If I have trouble, I'll grind it down now. I want to make your job easy. I don't want bullshit. I don't want no trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Number 3? Number 4. Very good.
Friday morning and it's wet. The recent 200mm Euros had all finals except the A run in pouring rain of various intensity. The Europeans know how to ready a car for the wet. The Rain Master. The lower finals start, and it has not rained enough to wash the surface fully clean. If it rains harder, the grip will come up, but it will be like ice if it stays like this. Next final, and someone loses a wheel, and the rest tiptoe or drift around. These drivers are not expecting to win this Worlds, and so they still had lots of fun. A peeled front tyre. That will shake the car apart. There's now drying lines, and the track gets a little bit faster. Australian driver Jake Zarb taps his way past. Too quick into there. And the radio hits don't help. And it's sprinkling again. Now the track is basically dry with just a few wet patches. Things are hotting up and the spectators are enjoying this spectacle. We are now into the 8th finals. This is good racing to watch, with plenty of action and dramas.
By 2, 3, 4 position is now the start of the sixth.
He's gone. Can't make it. What a pity.
Rick Bartolozzi, tell me the sad story you're now watching unfold.
Craig Hawkins just missed out by about 8 seconds getting through. Matty Kellett had a problem, but the biggest sob story is Phil Woodbury, who was in second position with about 5 minutes to go and ran out of fuel or car stopped for some reason and didn't make it through, which is really disappointing because he drove a great race. One of the faster cars in the field.
Don't we love our sport?
We love it. It's motor racing.
Another 8th final. Teddy moves down the inside and then rolls it. He's still running second.
Make it? There, you're in.
Fred Nicholson works on his son Simon's Kyosho.
Okay, Simon Nicholson, 8th qualifier. Hey, you're putting it up good for the Australians. Which run did you do your 8th qualifier in?
In the very last one, very last round.
And how was it? Smooth?
Yes, it was okay. The car was very good. Seemed to go off a little bit after the fuel stop, but It was all good, yeah, very smooth.
What are you driving?
I'm driving a Serial-powered Kosher Triple R, which is running very smooth.
With your usual paint scheme so we can see it, which is white and sort of burgundy
Pink,
sort of thing,
yeah.
isn't it?
Pink flames.
There's a couple of Aussies not too far behind you, I believe. Where are the other guys?
Chris Reed's sitting 10th. Rick is 15th.
15, that's right. So we got 3 in the top 15.
Yeah.
I certainly reckon we surprised the Europeans, didn't we?
Hopefully, yeah.
Anyway, tomorrow's the big day. Hope you do well.
Inside the Serio tent, t-shirts are signed and motors are chosen for the final. It's a hive of activity. Bertan's personal motor box. Who wouldn't like that box for Christmas? Quarterfinals. Peter Jovanovic is running third. Another quarterfinal. Cyril takes the lead and Surakan is close behind. Second on the stand is Darren Johnson. He came third at the recent Euros. Teddy makes his move. Cyril pits with Khan just behind. And Khan back out first. Mura does another ultra quick pit stop. Three back markers come together and Khan's come up quick on them. He is still first with Cyril second. Teddy runs out of fuel meters from the fuel gun. Ooh, and nearly gets rammed. Now it's starting to rain and everyone tries to get home without losing position. Surakan had problems and ended up in 7th.
Mark Green, you want to give us an explanation of, I see you were first in the finish of that final, but what happened, buddy?
Well, we got disqualified for a slightly oversized stinger. It seems that we had a small production of items that were a little bit too big. So when they went and checked through the scrutineering, obviously it was only 0.02 over, but 0.02 is too big.
The rules are the rules, right down to the button, aren't they?
Oh, for sure. I mean, they have to stick tightly to the rules for everybody.
Have you been running that? Like, have you just put it on, or?
No, I've been running it through earlier in the week, so they have it down already for checking. But hey, maybe in the week they were a bit more pressured and they were rushing and they didn't check exactly. So.
But it was already in question.
Yeah, possibly. I only got the pipe here, so I just assumed that it'd be correct, as most things are from MF.
Manufacturers,
Normally they're very good at their tolerances and they have good manufacturing now. And but a little bit my own mistake for not checking, but hey, you all make mistakes sometimes.
And it's time for that line. That's racing.
Absolutely, that is racing.
Let's hope that thunderstorm doesn't hit us.
I don't mind so much now.
Thanks, Mark.
No problem.
Free practice for the top 4. Tosalini has qualified 1. Bertin 3. Shimu is 4. And Balestri in car number 2. Tosalini will be hard to stay with. Shimo will chase and hope. Balestri is confident after his Euros win, and Bertin just wants to keep his crown.
Ray, you're always following me, bud. Sneaking up on me.
A quick shower before the semis.
When you were in Holland, you promised us it will be dry and sunny for 2 weeks in Australia.
I know, but this is 1,000 kilometres above my place, and I don't know what it's like up
Maybe
here.
you just promised two weeks, but it will be another 2 weeks, eh?
Kyle, this is your first World Championship you've ever been to?
Yes, first
Yeah?
one, yeah.
And how'd you go yesterday?
Well, it was okay. First one was in the wet, and that went okay. I won that, and the second one was patchy Patchy was dry and wet and went out on the wrong tyres, so very hard to drive.
It's a great experience coming to the Worlds, isn't it?
Yes.
You think you've learned a lot?
Yeah, I think I've learned quite a
Who's been your biggest mentor while you've been here?
Probably Michael Salvin.
Nice guy, isn't he? I see the Team Serpent boys over there behind your shoulder in the tent. They're all keeping an eye on you and looking after your car.
Yeah.
But your weekend is now over and you can just sit back and watch this beautiful A main. Hopefully we'll have this afternoon.
Yeah.
Great to have you in our country, Kyle.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
While waiting for the track to dry, some visited the on-site shop, Trackside RC. Some played cards to pass the time instead. Good hand, Chris. And the sky just kept threatening. The cars are ready for the first semi. Track temperature is checked. We have 5 Aussies in this semi, so local hopes are high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The race starts, so soon we will know if any Australians will make the A main. The first few laps are hectic with many position changes. Nicholson in pink dices with Peter Jovanovic in the green car. And Nicholson throws it away. Jovanovic is moving up the order and is the first in for fuel. Peter now has the lead, with Ken Furukawa right behind. And the rain comes down. The pit crews protest as the race goes on. Finally, the race is stopped. Nicholson, Jovanovic, Reed, Davis and Camilleri, the 5 Aussies, all with shattered nerves. The cars are refueled and the race restarted. A crazy first few laps in the second shortened race. When it's all finished and the 2 results were combined, we found Furukawa first, Jovanovic second, with Tanaka getting third. Jesse Davis congratulates his mate Peter. Even Chris Tosalini comes over to pat him on the back.
Peter, time to turn around and face the public. How do you feel, my man?
Awesome.
Australia's so proud of you, bro. Australia's so proud of you. You've done so well. You really fought some hard competition. Give us a rundown on the race as you saw it in 2 parts.
I didn't even know I had the lead before it rained, and I just didn't know. It's just, I can't explain it in words how I feel, but the engine was changing tune a little bit, very hard to drive in the end, but apart from that, everything went well. I'm glad Coach is a bullet.
Go and do some work. Preparation time.
And now, another quick shower. Okay, Marshall's ready. Let's do the last semi. Fukuda takes an early lead, then drops to third, as Salvin goes to the front and Cyril to second. At the rear, we have Tironi, Bartolossi and Rick V. Salvin slides wide and Cyril is through. Vicuna lines up Salvin and moves past. Salvin slips off big time. Then Rick V and Bartolossi and Swarger as the light rain is coming down now. This semi is also restarted. Ceremonies will start from pit lane.
4, 3, release the car.
Toshiyuki Iwamoto takes the lead from Salvin, Cyril and Rick V. Salvin now wants to challenge for the lead.
Very nice passing movement to through there on Rick.
Fukuda is now second and Cyril is chasing. Fukuda is now in second and Cyril chasing. Cyril pressures Fukuda. Cyril throws the car at him and misses. Iwamoto still has a good lead and plenty of grip. Iwamoto has a problem, and Cyril now leads from Schwager and Fukuda. After the combined results, that's the top three who make it into the A main. Cyril, Schwager and Fukuda.
Car number 1 from the United States, driving a Kyosho and a Serial, Chris Tosalini.
Tosalini has an incredibly hard 55 Shore tyres.
With car number 2 from Italy, driving a T-Magic car, overall the engine, Dario Balestri.
The best G4 pilot around.
Car number 3, also from Europe, driving a Kyosho with a serial engine, Adrian Bantan.
Not to be underestimated.
Car number 4 from Japan, also driving Kyosho and serial, Takaki Shimo.
Finished second in Brazil.
Car number 5 from the USA, driving a Kyosho and Shimoyan engine, Josh Seru.
Often in the A mains at the Worlds.
Car number 6 from Japan, driving Kyosho and serial, Ken Furukawa.
In the A final at Brazil.
Car number 7, also from Japan, driving a Mugen, GFP Ninja engine, Keisuke Fukuda.
Finished second in Sydney 2001.
Driving car number 8, driving a Kyosho, and an overall engine from Australia, Pete Jovanovic.
From Melbourne, Australia, our first Worlds A finalist.
Car number 9, USA, driving a Mugen, and an Ninja GFP engine, Mike Waller.
One of the USA's quickest drivers.
Also from Japan, driving at the Silver, Kawahara Noburoshi, Masao Tanaka.
Finished third in the 2005 Worlds in Messina. And so, Tosalini, Balestri, Bertin, Shimu, Cyril, Furukawa, Fukuda, Jovanovic, Schwager and Tanaka will all now contest the 60-minute Worlds main final.